We're gonna get a little live. Let's see what I can do for you this morning, man. I'll mess with a little Roddy Rich this morning, man. I ain't gonna beat you up too hard, man, but I'm gonna give you press from Trap Guy. Yeah, maybe need. Yeah, man. See, look, man, you gotta feel that, man. You totally gotta feel that. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. We coming with it this morning. You a coffee drinker?
Nah. Nah, I can't get into coffee.
Yeah, man. Here we go. Man, we getting ready to rise and shine, man. Wake it up. Because it's wake up time, man, as we go one-on-one on the Coffee with Coach Zoomcast, man. We got a special guest this morning. We're here today with the newly drafted third-round running back of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, your very own VU Commodore, Keyshawn Vaughn. Keyshawn, welcome to the show.
What's up, Coach? Thanks for having me on your show.
Man, let me tell you. You talk about excitement, man. And it was exciting, man, to see you get drafted. Man,
Appreciate it.
Call you, talk to your family, man, see what was going on. But, man, this is a blessing. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this. What was it like for you being a Scholastic Prep star at Pearl Cone, man, and playing in your city growing up?
I'll just say, just being at Pearl Cone, that's one of the biggest public schools out of Nashville. And then with that comes so much support just because it's one of the biggest schools. So that support has carried all the way up to today. Still got that same support from that same fan base. And I mean, I love it.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
It's like a little trend that has started as far as Pearl Cone. And I'm loving what's going on over there.
Got you, man. And take it back to that trend. I know you played for Coach Bernetti, man. How was that?
Coach Bernetti, that was good as far as building relationships with people. He's a guy who makes sure he get as many in college as he can. And that's kind of one of his biggest things, make sure his boys get into school. So that's a good thing about playing Coach Bernetti. And then he lets you be you as far as playing on the football field, and that's one of the good things where you can just let your guys run around and let them make plays. That's the best thing.
Man, you started your college career at the University of Illinois and decided to come back home and finish your college career.
I say one of the reasons why Vanderbilt was really you. I remember, right before I signed, I believe you was the only coach that I called and was like, "Hey, coach, I ain't coming. I'm going somewhere else." You was like, "Hey, you good with me? I understand why you want to leave the city. If you need anything, reach out and I got you." And that's kind of something that I held you to. And you came through for me, allowing me to come to Vanderbilt and play on your team. So that's why Vanderbilt, then SEC, the degree, kind of something I couldn't turn down for myself, knowing the situation I had just went through before I got to Vanderbilt. So that's why Vanderbilt.
What did you learn about yourself, man, during that redshirt year when you really had to, not be away from ball, man, but not touch pay dirt?
I mean, I kind of already had accepted that I'd be sitting out that first year. So I kind of took it for what it is, had my fun on scout team, had my fun just giving looks. And that's kind of something that I took pride in that whole year I set off. So I wasn't down or nothing about not being able to play. I knew my time was going to come, so I was just sitting back having fun with what I had.
No, man, it was crazy to watch you practice because, man, you practice with your hair on fire. You may have been the best scout team running back in the country. And I think it had everything to do with, your attitude, man, and how you brought it every day, man. How were you able to keep that attitude, man, about the work?
I like competing. And then it's just like on that football field, you're able to have fun out there, especially at practice. You're able to have fun. And that's kind of what I was doing on scout team. I ain't had no coaching. I was over there chilling, so I could make my plays how I want to. Scout team, you got more freedom than what you'll do if you're on offense 1 and 2s and stuff like that.
Oh man, it was fun to watch. Man, your growth and your maturation, was evident. But I mean, I just want you to speak to it a little bit. How did you grow as a player and evolve as a teammate at Vanderbilt?
I say that's one of the biggest things that I learned at Vandy was kind of how to be a better teammate.
Mm,
Kind of understanding that each teammate is different. Each teammate taking in messages different, and that's kind of something that helped with my leadership skills. Kind of knowing exactly what to say and what not to say.
that's
Kind
right.
of knowing how to uplift my teammates instead of beating on them.
Mm,
I mean, that was kind of the biggest thing I learned with being a better teammate. Just kind of knowing your brothers that's you fighting with every Saturday,
mhm.
and just taking that in, just learning them and figuring them out, making a relationship.
Man, it was incredible, man, to see you, man, over a 36-month period, from where you started, like to where you ended, dude, man, and really how guys saw you, because it was
Yeah,
special, man. Those dudes really related, man, to where you were from, man, and man, your heart and how you stood on it, man. So it was incredible to watch. What were some of your favorite, Commodore moments? What things stood out to you, man, in your career, your playing career? What things do you remember?
I mean, I could just take it back like to the bowl game, just that whole week.
Mm.
Not even you don't got to take away you can take away the game and everything, but just that whole week, just being able to kind of just vibe with the guys for a whole week and kind of mall right connected to the hotel. We just want to walk around the mall. We done had our little fun at the little rodeo place.
It was, man. The Texas Bowl was
Man,
fun.
yeah, that was kind of the funnest thing for me as a Commodore. And
Yeah,
then, just Friday nights,
yeah,
game days.
yeah. I thought some of those special moments, man, that people don't necessarily get a chance to see, like you said, the bowl. I mean, you're talking more about the journey. Man,
Hmm.
the Friday nights, man, with guys, would have their senior shares. Those were
Yep.
special moments, man. You really had a chance to, man, hear from dudes, man, that really, you never really heard from, man, but when they
Probably don't even
spoke,
talk.
no, man, don't even talk, man. But people understood their stories, and that was
Hmm.
pretty cool. What does it mean for you now, man, being a Vanderbilt graduate, to grow up in this city, knowing what Vanderbilt was, and now, man, this past December, man, you walked out of Vanderbilt with your degree, man. What does that mean for you and your family?
I mean, for me and my family, that means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, Vanderbilt was never the school I thought I'd have a degree from. And
Mm-hmm.
today I got that degree and I'm able to carry that with me forever. And that's something nobody can ever take from me. And then that degree just holds so much weight. So later
Mm-hmm.
on down the road, when I need it, I can just pull it out of my back pocket and I'll be straight.
Absolutely, man. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear. I know you're going to be successful, but I want to say thank you for joining me today. I wish you much continued success in your next chapter, because I know this chapter is going to be a fun chapter. It's going to be a big chapter for you. And I just want to
Appreciate
say
it.
God bless to you, your son, your family. Man, you're a Commodore always. So uh, from this family to yours, let's anchor down.
Appreciate you, coach.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
down.
Man, seriously, man, me and my wife, when you got drafted, man, we both had tears in our eyes, man, because we knew the journey, man, you were taking. So, you know, just make sure, man, you keep doing what you've been doing, man. You've been spending some time with your family. You've been cooking out. You've been training
Yeah,
too. You know,
yeah.
don't go there
Yep.
fat now.
I'm chilling.
You chilling, man. You stay out of trouble, man, and we'll talk soon.
I got to
All
appreciate you.
right, love you, man.